And most of us,
Current.
and we are almost decided about the lease, so we have to take questions. Thank you.
Hi, so my name is Hemant. I have a question each for Vijay sir and Anil sir. So the first question is to Vijay sir. You've been associated with this franchise since the beginning as a story writer and author. From the way I've seen it, it's like you've set a template to it. Vijay sir is a cop, is a white racer, is a villain. But then he's not exactly a villain because you create that sort of sympathy for it. And then the call lets it go and happen in his own life. So what brought you back to create something on similar lines? I mean, obviously the stakes are high this time, but what brought you back to create this?
I think whenever we've played the Dhoom, I think Adi and I were very sure that we should want to make a film which we would have gone and made in any case, whether or not it was part of the Dhoom franchise. And once we had this story, which we were very, very keen to make and very passionate about, we thought it would be a very good fit for the Dhoom series and would take the series forward. So like you said, though ideally I'd like to think that there is no real template or formula for a film. Each film should be different. But yes, Sheikh and Uday, Jay and Ali, they are the running characters. And they are the pursuers for the anti-hero. But more than that, I hope that we haven't fallen into a template trap. But we will give everything that Dhoom is known for. At the same time, we hope to bring you something a little more than whatever we have done previously.
So obviously, you're well known for investing a lot of your own personality or time and all that, the characters you play on screen. So how different was the experience here? Because this looks like probably the most action-packed film that you've done in a very long time.
Yeah, that's true. I think I don't think I've done a film like Dhoom ever in my career, and it was most exciting. Please. I really loved the script. When Victor narrated the script to me, I was really pulled over. And I just fell in love with it right away. And I remember my brother and I were both listening together. He helped me in my selection of scripts. Both of us really loved it. And I was also, like Victor said, I was taken aback a little because I, like all of us, we have a certain idea of what Dhoom is, and it lived up to all of those expectations, but it still surprised me. And so I just loved it. I also realized that the character that was being offered to me was a character which would probably be the toughest role I've played in my career. Again, something I had not expected in a Dhoom franchise, which is known for being, very fun and entertaining kind of film, a lot of action and all that. I didn't expect such challenging performance demands on me. And I also loved both the characters of Ali and Jay when I heard the script. I've been in love with them since I watched Dhoom 1. Unfortunately, Dhoom 2 I missed out. And so, again in Dhoom 3, when I heard the script, I really loved both the characters. So, it was a no-brainer for me to do the film. And I just loved it. Even if it had not been part of the Dhoom franchise, just as a film standalone, as Victor was saying, it's still a great script. And the fact that it's part of the Dhoom franchise is even better. Well, everything was challenging for me to do. The physicality was indeed challenging. I'm playing gymnast, so I had to look a particular way. And then circus, I had to learn circus, I had to learn a lot of stunts and action in the film. So to train for that, and also I had to learn tap dancing. So I got to learn a lot of new things because of the film. So yeah, it was physically very challenging also, but I think even as a performer, it's been my most challenging role so far.
सर इसमें कई स्टंट्स हैं इधर इसमें कई बेशुमार स्टंट्स हैं इसमें कितने आपने किए हैं और कितने आपकी बॉडी डबल ने किए हैं
कोशिश मेरी हर फिल्म में रहती है कि मैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा खुद करूँ मज़ा भी आता है लेकिन कुछ स्टंट्स ऐसे होते हैं जो हम नहीं कर पाते जो जिसके लिए एक्सपर्ट्स की ज़रूरत पड़ती है वो लोग जो इसी काम में फुल्ली ट्रेन हैं वही कर पाते हैं। तो आई थिंक 80% मैंने खुद किया है और करीब 20% में बहुत डिफिकल्ट स्टंट्स थे वो बॉडी डेवलप।
आपने इस रात की फिल्म फना में भी नेगेटिव रोल किया है,
आप राइट
इसमें भी किया है।
गिव एनी
दोनों में फर्क ये है कि फना में जो किरदार था वो बहुत ही मतलब एक तरह से काफी नेगेटिव था, टेररिस्ट का रोल था, वो लोगों की जान लेता था। इसमें जो रोल है वो उस किस्म का नेगेटिव नहीं है, किसी की जान नहीं लेता है और इसके कुछ जज्बाती वजह है जिसकी वजह से ये जो कर रहा है। तो मेरी समझ से ये भी जैसे विक्टर ने कहा एंटी हीरो है, विलन नहीं, it's not a villain। मुझे उम्मीद है कि बल्कि हम सबको उम्मीद है कि आप सबकी जज्बात जो हैं जब आप फिल्म देखेंगे वो साहिल के साथ भी होंगे।
जैसे कहा जाता है कि आप फिल्म में दखलंदाजी करते हैं, इस फिल्म में
नहीं, वो बहुत गलत कहा जाता है मेरे बारे में, सही नहीं। तो मैंने आज तक कभी दखलंदाजी नहीं की और आइंदा भी नहीं करूँगा।
अभिषेक सर, आप इस सीरीज की 3 फिल्में करते आ रहे हैं, उन दो से और इसमें क्या फर्क है?
काफ़ी फर्क है। सबसे पहले तो अगर देखें तो इस फिल्म के जो डायरेक्टर हैं वो विक्टर है, पिछले 2 में संजय गढ़वी थे, इस बार आमिर और कटरीना है हमारे साथ। देखिए धूम 1 और धूम 2 बनाने के बाद हम सबको ये लग रहा था कि जब धूम 3 बनाया जाए तो इसे और बेहतर फिल्म कैसे बनाया जाए, क्योंकि हमारा मानना था कि धूम 2 धूम 1 से ज़्यादा बेहतर था, अभी धूम 3 को इससे और बड़ा और बेहतर कैसे बनाया। तो जैसे कि आमिर ने भी कहा, इस फिल्म में थोड़े और ज़्यादा जज्बात हैं जो धूम सीरीज में ज़्यादा होते नहीं हैं। फिल्म बहुत बड़ी है और एक लार्जर पैमाने पे बनाई गई है। जब आप फिल्म देखेंगे तो आपको समझ में भी आएगा कि इसमें और कितने और अंतर भी हैं, लेकिन वो अभी आपको बताते हैं तो फिर आप फिल्म में मज़े नहीं ले पाएंगे। लेकिन ये मेरा मानना है कि सबसे अलग धूम 1 और धूम 2 से ये सबसे अलग है।
कैटरीना कैफ
Yeah. You just put the mic closer.
The circus that's shown here is not the conventional alien circus that we've seen.
Yes.
So what were your reference points while you learned?
Well, my reference points were shows that I have seen earlier. Cirque du Soleil is a very famous company which does circus. I've seen a number of their shows. And you're right, in India, हिंदुस्तान में जब आमतौर पर हम सर्कस देखते हैं तो जानवरों का इस्तेमाल ज़्यादा होता है। अब पता नहीं वो शायद बदल चुका है, लेकिन एक वक्त था जब जानवरों का ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल किया जाता था सर्कस में। लेकिन दुनिया भर में जो सर्कस फेमस है, जिस किस्म का सर्कस फेमस है, उसमें अब जानवरों का इस्तेमाल बिल्कुल नहीं होता। वो ज़्यादातर करतब दिखाते हैं, इंसान ही करतब दिखाते हैं। वो ऐसे करतब दिखाते हैं जो हमको लगता है कि यार ये हो कैसे सकता है। तो जो आज के डेट में जिस किस्म का सर्कस, जो सर्कस के एक्ट्स हैं, जैसे स्लैप है, सिल्क है, धूप है, टम्बलिंग है, ये सारी चीज़ों को हमने दिखाया है फिल्म के अंदर। जो वर्ल्ड ओवर में जो बेस्ट एक्ट्स हैं, और बल्कि इस सीक्वेंस को शूट करने के लिए दुनिया भर से जो टॉप सर्कस आर्टिस्ट हैं वो बुलाए गए थे, और उनके साथ कटरीना और मैंने ट्रेन भी किया, और काफ़ी चीज़ें सर्कस में हमने खुद की जो खतरे से खाली नहीं थी। करीबन 30-40 फुट की ऊंचाई पे हम लोग थे जब हम ये करतब कर रहे थे, और सेफ्टी नेट का की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं थी उस वक्त। और चूंकि फिल्म का आखिरी गाना था तो विक्टर को भी कुछ खास पड़ी नहीं थी, नहीं मजाक कर रहा हूँ। लेकिन वो जो सर्कस के जो ट्रेनर्स आए थे उन्होंने हमें इस तरह से ट्रेन किया था, और जब तक उनको तसल्ली नहीं हुई कि वो हमें वाकई उस ऊंचाई तक भेज सकते हैं, तब तक वो हमें कभी नहीं भेजते। तो सेफ्टी का पूरा ध्यान दिया उन्होंने भी, और हमने भी बड़ी मेहनत की।
As a certain age for Amir and Katrina, first officer, being a perfectionist that you are, how difficult or easy was it for you to prepare for the role?
Actually, for every role, it's equally difficult for me. I don't find any role easy, and each role has its own demands and challenges, and I find every role difficult. But I also enjoy what I do, so the difficulty doesn't throw me off. It just is something that I enjoy doing. It's fun for me. So the more difficult it is, the more fun it is.
But what difficult stunts or scenes you had to go through?
Well, as I said earlier, I mean, there were two kinds of difficulties, broadly speaking. One, of course, was the physical challenges, which included tap dance, service, and stunts. And then there was the challenge of the performance, which I would like you to experience without me telling you about it.
Katrina, I have a question for you. So recently on Coffee with Karan, Amir goes on and says he'll be very happy to wake up next to Katrina here. Obviously as a joke. So what are your comments on it?
I didn't see that part, but well, is there anything you want to tell me on that?
Well, just brief you what happened. I think Karan asked Kiran that what would your reaction be if you woke up as? So one of the options.
That's what.
One of the options. I think she said was something like wake up as Katrina or something. Yeah.
Okay. So Karan asked Kiran, what would you feel on what would be your reaction if you wake up as Katrina Kaif? So Amir goes on saying that
So before she could answer, I said, I don't know what her reaction would be, but my reaction would be very good.
He has 2 more days left with me before the release of the film. I think he's trying to keep me happy. You have to be a little careful there. That's a tricky one.
any difficult stunts you had to do in the movie?
All the stuff that I've done, she's done the same. I mean, in the circus. So the difficulty that she had to face was as much as mine.
Yeah, I think the song, you've only seen the 30-second promo of Manam. So hopefully when you see the full song and everything that we've shot in the film, I think then you'll really be able to fully, hopefully appreciate everything that has gone into the song. I mean, it was a huge spectacle that they had the set put up 20 days before the song. As Amir said, circus performers from all over the world rehearsing all together for everything you see. The straps where you're spinning in the air, what you see on the hoop. It looks, okay, but trust me, it's very, very difficult. And as Amir said, everything in that song was done without a harness or a safety net. So there's a lot of work on behind it, and I just hope people appreciate it. I hope the work is visible to see.
कल्पना जी आपने सलमान खान के साथ काम किया इधर
Sorry.
आपने सलमान खान के साथ काम किया शाहरुख खान के साथ काम किया सैफ अली खान के साथ फिल्म कर रहे हैं आमिर जी के साथ काम करने का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा?
With Amir, you get to learn one thing which you'll never get to learn from anyone else. That is how to play chess. So that was my main learning from Amir Khan in this film was how to play chess. We played many games together. He unfortunately has beaten me every time, but I'm working on it.
चक्कर ये है कि मैं शतरंज सिर्फ बोर्ड पे खेलता हूँ और रियल लाइफ में खेलती है।
नहीं सेट पे भी आप लोग चेस ही खेला करते थे ना?
हाँ जब भी वक्त निकलता था चेस खेलते थे। हाँ बीच में थोड़ी बहुत एक्टिंग भी कर लेते थे। लेकिन मैं शतरंज सिर्फ बोर्ड पे खेलता हूँ और कटरीना जी तो माशाल्लाह रियल लाइफ में खेलती है।
विजय आचार्य जी आपने गाने जितने भी रिलीज किए सिर्फ टाइटल साहब ने छोड़े कोई भी मुकम्मल गाना कंप्लीट सॉन्ग रिलीज नहीं किया इसकी वजह क्या है?
देखिए हमें फिल्म बनाते वक्त जो हमारा जो सोच है वो ये कि इस फिल्म में गाने ऐसे हैं जो हम चाहते हैं कि आप इसको थिएटर में देखें, आप उसको बड़े पर्दे में देखें। और एक ज़माना ऐसा था जब ऑडियंस थिएटर में जाकर ही पिक्चर को डिस्कवर करती थी और गाने भी नहीं। आज की तारीख में हम गाने ऑडियंस को ऐसे फील कर रहे हैं जैसे उनको पसंद हो या ना हो। तो हम सिर्फ आपको एक गाने की शक्ल दिखाना चाहते हैं कि हमने बड़ी मेहनत से और बहुत ह्यूमिलिटी से हमने ऐसा कुछ बनाया है जो हम चाहते हैं कि आप उसको थिएटर में देखें। और अब तो सिर्फ 3 दिन बाद ही मेरे ख्याल से आपको होनी भी नहीं चाहिए। 20 तारीख मैं पूरे देश में और इंटरनेशनली निकल सिर्फ 2 दिन
Is it your original script or did you inspire from any other? Yeah. Yeah. Is it your original script or some of your trailers resembles Now You See Me?
I think I haven't seen Now You See Me yet, but I think there is a shot in which Bunny is falling off a building. That's there in Now You See Me. The only thing I can say, I know that film people are, especially in India, are fairly famous, and the whole word inspired is very local. So what I would say is I wrote this script in 2010. I started filming it in 2012, and so I'd like to think it is original. But I think any work of art is kind of cross-reference. But I'm not taking it from My Museum as a direct answer.
No.
Or from any other film.
No, I have seen Now You See Me. There is no similarity.
Hi, my question is all of you guys actually. If all of you could just say about your best moment on sets, like since Abhishek and Vidya have been there since Boom 1. So, like how it has evolved and your best moment on the sets, like behind the scene actions. What's your best moment?
I think the really nice and refreshing thing about Jay and Ali is that they never change. They're a constant in all the three. There's an involvement in the franchise. The franchise grows, changes, becomes bigger. What's constant is Jay and Ali always remain the same. Their camaraderie, their banter, their relationship is the same. I think Ali in the last two has finally been promoted as well. So that's what I like about Jay and Ali is they don't change, they're exactly the same. Do I become a dad? Yes, because in Dhoom 2, Sweetie is pregnant. It's been 7 years since Dhoom 2, so I presume I have a 7-year-old kid. We have no idea where that child is or where my wife is either. We've not had any reference to her in this film, which is a point I will take up with Victor here on my left a bit later. Yeah, I presume the child is there. But like I said, generally don't really change. And if you ask us, I think every minute shooting the film, the great thing about Dhoom is whether you're on set or you're off set, it's always a lot of fun. The work that you do is a lot of fun. Like Amir said, you get to do some great stunts, you get to do some great work, you get to do things that you possibly wouldn't get the opportunity to do in your everyday life. It's a fun film. Dhoom is about an attitude, it's about fun, it's about being daring. And offset as well, when you have great co-stars like Uday and I did on this film, you have a lot of fun as well. That's obviously when they have time off and playing chess with each other. Then yeah, they spend time with us and we had a lot of fun.
Just taking off from that, Abhishek, I want to ask you, like you said, you've been constant in the 3 movies, and all the time, like Amir said, the anti-hero has created more excitement in the movies. So what makes you come back to this movie when more or less your character is overshadowed by that?
Can I just interrupt? I didn't say that the anti-hero is more interesting.
Anti-hero isn't a word I want, I just took the word from you.
Yeah, no, but I just want to clarify that when I saw Dhoom 1, I just loved Jay and I don't think that I found them any less interesting than John. I think John did very good as well. But for me, the heroes were Jay and
But whoever plays the anti-hero is the one that creates more excitement.
Absolutely, that's the way it should be. If they didn't, you wouldn't see the movie. It would be a challenge for you. To give you a very good example, it's very important that the anti-hero does create that kind of excitement. Because that gives you a challenge to fulfill. It gives you an obstacle which you need to surmount. If I may draw parallels to other very popular franchises, the villain in James Bond is always bigger and more evil and a tougher opponent. It needs to be, because if it's not, and if it's going to be very easy for Jay and Ali to catch the bad guy, we're not going to have an interesting film. The anti-hero has to be somebody who you feel is not going to get caught. You have to believe that there is somebody who's going to be very difficult to catch. So it is imperative for the brand and for the franchise that the anti-hero is always going to create more excitement. Because if it doesn't, then how will the good guys catch him? And they only look better when they do end up catching him. So it's very important. Tomorrow, if we took an absolute nobody in that role and made that role a very simple, average bad guy that he was a chain snatcher and I'd catch him in the first scene, there'd be no film, there'd be no fun. So that's the mold of the film. And in terms of being overshadowed, you know, I don't think, at least I can speak for myself, I don't think like that. I don't choose a film based on what am I going to gain from it. The only thing I'm interested is it a fun script? Is it going to be something that's worth my while? And most importantly, is it going to translate into a great film? If every actor purely picked scripts on selfish reasons, I think we'd all be making terrible films. And I definitely don't feel that's the way to be choosing scripts. And I do Dhoom because I'm emotional about Dhoom, most importantly. I've always said this, Dhoom 1 was my first ever hit. Dhoom 1 turned my career around. Dhoom 1 is a milestone in my acting career and things for me, I never look back after that. So it's a very emotional decision for me. Working with Uday is an emotional decision for me. Coming back to Dhoom, which I give a lot of responsibility for making the actor that I am today, is an emotional decision. Coupled with, it's a great fun film, and who would not want to make a film without it? Right? Yeah.
Following on that, you left acting. For the director, how easy is it for you to maintain the dynamics between your various actors and like for Akshay, they've been doing this in the past few films, but these two new actors and the actor tends to have a bigger space in the film. So maintaining those dynamics, how easy does it get?
I try and cast nice people. Then there is no stress. And I think what I'm inevitably more worried about is their dynamics in front of the camera and how the work is going on. Nobody that I have ever worked with and everybody to my left or right, they are a dream work. And there has not been any issue of me trying to make sure that this is all right with the program. If I understood your question correctly.
And whether you announced that this film was sponsored, so speaking about the campaign.
You know what happened? What? When did you announce that?
You never said that.
What?
You know what happened?
I mean, I said that I acted because I want to act. Yeah. I mean, as a career, I will consider myself an actor. I want to pursue another career. And I think that's the reason why I said that this will be my sport.
So, but if there's going to be another film, then.
Definitely, I mean, if there's another room and they would like to still cast me, I would more than willing to come back and make time to do that.
Just last question. You said the action stunts were very challenging. Perhaps some of the most challenging scenes that you've done in your career for all of your. How many times did your life flash in front of you?
I can definitely answer that because there was a point in this film where my life did flash in front of me as I was doing a silly stunt which I shouldn't have, and I fell off the bike, broke my foot, and for the rest of the month my foot was in a kind of a cast. So when you see the movie, most of them are in shots because my foot's in a cast.
Is that why you said this is going to be a sponsor?
Yeah. But
Is that why you said this is going to be a sponsor?
no, I had decided that long before I even started the movie.
What about the rest of you?
Yeah, well, I think for me as well, there have been some moments. I didn't get this kind of injury as Uday did. But there were a number of moments when I felt nervous about what I was doing. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Just want to say that my question remains unanswered because of all the things.
Yeah. The question was, just can you repeat the question?
The best moment of the sets with all the things behind the scenes.
So, Katrina, your turn.
Best moment on the set would be actually it's already there for you to see. There's one shot towards the end of the Malang promo where Amir and me are spinning from straps and spinning very fast. When you see it on the big screen, you'll see the full the height and the dynamics of it. But that shot was exhilarating. I can't express to you the joy of the speed and getting that shot right without harness, without support. And it became a little bit of a competition also between me and Amir. because it was pretty difficult to do. So all the circus performers were saying, try, but it's hard because your whole body weight is on one arm. So I did it finally after trying for a long time, and I got the shot really well. I came down, I was so happy, and I calmly left the set, convinced Amir not going to be able to do it. So I leave the set, and Amir goes, "Acha," he's looking at it, trying to figure it out. When I come back, Amir's sitting very quietly. He says, "Come, I want to show you something." So he shows me the monitor of his shot. Of course, he's spun much faster than me and much better. So that was the worst moment for me in the film, and the best moment. But no, it's fun. Good, healthy competition we had going in so.
Let's finish your answer. Because Victor, what is your best and worst moment?
The best and worst? Just best. I hope that I don't have a worst. For me, I don't think there's any one particular. For me, actually, working with Jackie Shaw, I've seen this film when I was in school, and my first day with him was a very emotional sort of an experience for me. I was directing him, and he was fantastic to work with. So in a strange way, for me, this boy from Kanpur who saw Jackie Shaw's film in 1982 came out with it. Finally, I was talking to him as a director, and that felt very nice. It felt very nice directing them also, occasionally. And off the sets there were many, but I don't think I can really talk to you about that. We had many parties which ended up very early from morning shifts, so I don't think there's. But yeah, it was a nice. It was very hard work, and it was very challenging work. Sometimes I find it a little off to say we had so much fun. I think the audience should come in and have fun. Our job is to make it more seriousness, which I think we did. We occasionally saw some fun, and sometimes. Is that something else?
Well, I don't know if I can mention any one moment. There were a few moments that I remember. I think one of my best moments was when I actually began shooting for the film. And the first schedule was about 2-3 weeks, and it was probably the most demanding schedule for me as an actor. And working with Victor, that entire process of working with Victor was something that I really enjoyed. So that was a special moment for me. And the way he directed me and the way he helped me in my performance. The other moment I remember is when I started working with both Abhishek and Jose, and I found them to be such fun and easygoing guys. So this was offset when I spent time with both Abhishek and Jose. And I've known them, just through their work and met them a few times before this. But when I interacted with them, I just felt that I'm really so pleased to be working with two co-actors who were such good human beings. And I really remember liking them a lot and really feeling really good about them. The other good moment for me was there's a boy who does my child part of the film. And when I watched him rehearse, that was a great moment for me. Because there's something in my character which I wanted to work on, and I told Victor, I said, Victor, the child that you selected, why don't you bring him over to my house and we can rehearse with him so he can see how I'm performing it, and he can do that the same way as a child. So Victor brought him home, and Victor said, why don't you read the scene for Amit, what we have rehearsed. When I saw him reading the scene and performing it, my jaw dropped. He was so good that in my head, Abhishek, I was thinking, I'll tell him that, this is how you should do it. Or this is how I'm doing it. You should try and, do what I'm doing. But the moment I saw him, I realized that it has to be the opposite now. I have to do what he's doing. Because he's so good that I'm going to if I can just get close to that, it'll be great. So that was a great moment for me, when I watched him do the scene. And then I think my most special moment has been when I watched the film for the first time. When the film was finally complete and we saw the film, I really felt that what we had set out to be made. So that was a special, very moving and emotional moment for me. I haven't said anything about Katrina.
You finished. It was in my head. I was waiting for the second you said, that's it. I was going to start.
Working with Katrina has been really special. And I'm not saying it just as a joke. I think I worked with so many actors, but I can say this really confidently that there are two actors who I've observed. One I've not worked with yet, and one I've worked with, that's Katrina. And these two experiences have just blown my mind about how hard a person can work on your role. The other actor is Mr. Bachchan. I was shooting for I was shooting for Kayamat Se Kayamat. It was very early in my career. My film had not released, and in Film City I was shooting, and I had finished shooting, and I was in the makeup room, and there was some shooting happening outside in the corridor, and I could hear the shot being set up, and I could hear the actors rehearsing. Actually, there were only one actor whose voice was coming again and again, and there was a long piece of dialogue which this actor was repeating. So I heard it once, I heard it twice, I heard it thrice, and it just went on and on. And this actor rehearsed it for some 50-60 times. It became so much that I got up and I told my friends who were sitting with me, Nuzat and Ruchi, I said, who's this actor who's rehearsing this so many times? I had to see. So I opened the door and I looked out and I saw Mr. Bachchan. I got out. I said, my God, look at him. Just see how he's working. You know, he's the top star of the country, and how he's working towards this. So then I sat and I watched him work. And the other person I seen apply himself so single-mindedly is Katrina. I was just amazed at the way she's worked with the songs, and I was really taken aback. I was shooting a song in which she's dancing, and I had to only sit and watch while she's dancing. And it was a really difficult song. And she's been rehearsing for a month. We finished shooting every day at 10 o'clock. I go up to do my tap rehearsals. And I've been sitting on a chair all day. She's been dancing all day. And she comes in and rehearses for 2 hours after that, for the next day's shows. So I'm getting to see that kind of dedication.
एक सेकंड
एक लास्ट आंसर हो जाए ये बड़ा लंबा सवाल पूछा इन्होंने
I guess my best moment would probably be the first day of shoot. Simply because by then I had already decided that this would probably be my last movie. So just coming on set and seeing everybody and telling myself that this is probably the last time that this is going to happen, that the roads are closed down, everybody is hanging on to every door, like, trying to do what the best on you, and what dialogues you the most, like, how you want to run that frame. Everybody's focus is on you, and I thought that's a great privilege. And for me, that was like my finest moment of wow, I'm back here, making one of the most loved characters that I've played.
Can you keep mic closer?
Great moment.
You don't want to give answer, that's why it's kept.
Going to make pictures in South?
Yes, we are actually starting our first venture. It will come out in February, and this is our way of speaking in your language for the first time. You will see the trailer of this movie with, it's called Aha Kalyan. It stars Nani in it, and it's coming out in February. So watch out for the trailers.
आमिर भाई फिल्म का प्रमोशन आपने हैदराबाद से शुरू किया है। सचिन तेंदुलकर के आखिरी मैच यानी वानखेड़े स्टेडियम से शायद आपकी प्रमोशन शुरू होंगी, या फिर तो ये भी थी कि सलमान खान के शो रियलिटी शो में आप आएंगे, लेकिन सलमान खान तो कर चुके हैं इसकी पब्लिसिटी धूम मचा करके। आपकी हाइट जो थी वो इशारा देने की कि आपकी पब्लिसिटी स्टार्ट हो गई है। आपने हैदराबाद का इंतखाब किया, इसकी वजह क्या है? स्टार्ट यहाँ से हो गया।
दरअसल स्टार्ट तो मैं नहीं कहूँगा क्योंकि हमारी फिल्म की प्रमोशंस तो लगभग 1 महीने 1.5 महीने से चल रही। हम यहाँ खास इसलिए आना चाह रहे थे क्योंकि ये मेरी पहली फिल्म है। आई डोंट नो अभिषेक यू हैव अ फिल्म डब्ड इन तेलुगु? यू हैव। तो ये मेरी पहली फिल्म है जो हम तेलुगु में डब कर रहे हैं। तमिल में भी डब हो रही है, तेलुगु में भी डब हो रही है। तो आमतौर पर हम इसका हमारी मेरी जो फिल्में यहाँ लगती हैं वो हिंदी में लगती हैं। तो ये फिल्म पहली फिल्म है जो तेलुगु में भी डब हो रही है और मेरे लिए खास लम्हा है क्योंकि पहली दफ़ा आंध्र प्रदेश के लोग जो शायद जिन्होंने मेरी कोई भी फिल्म नहीं देखी हो क्योंकि वो हिंदी नहीं समझते या हिंदी फिल्में नहीं देखते, तो उनके लिए ये मेरी पहली फिल्म होगी और मैं एक न्यूकमर के हैसियत से उनके सामने आऊँगा एज एन एक्टर। तो मुझे बड़ी एक्साइटमेंट है उसके बारे में कि वो लोग जिन्होंने शायद मेरी कोई फिल्म नहीं देखी वो पहली बार मेरी फिल्म देखेंगे एंड आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड अबाउट दैट। मुझे बड़ा इंतजार है उनका क्या रिएक्शन रहेगा।
Every movie is 100, now 200, 300. Are you going to say 500 now?
No, crores. 300? Yeah, I don't think any film has done 300. But no, I'm not looking at numbers. I'm not interested in numbers. I just want that audience to love the film.
Record any?
350. आपकी बहुत शक्कर हो गया।
एक सवाल है मेरा फिल्म से हटके हैं भाई, आपने सत्यमेव जयते में जो मुद्दे उठाए थे, क्या आपको लगता नहीं कि उसका फॉलो अप नहीं हो सका है?
जी नहीं, मुझे लगता है कि शो का बहुत ही गहरा असर हुआ है और कई मुद्दे हैं जिस पे फॉलो बहुत कमाल का हुआ। आपको याद हो हमारा एक टॉपिक था अल्कोहलिज्म, जो संस्था है वो बड़े बड़े कैंपेन्स करती है लोगों को शामिल करने में, जो लोगों को तकलीफ है शराब से। तो उनके सबसे बड़े कैंपेन में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वो लोग 8-10 हज़ार लोगों को बटोर पाए। हमने ये शो किया और हमने शो पे उनकी संस्था का नंबर फ्लैश किया था और 4.5 लाख मेंबर्स उनके रह गए। तो वर्ल्ड ओवर वो लोग भी उनकी जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वर्ल्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, तो वो भी बहुत ही सरप्राइज हुए कि हिंदुस्तान में ऐसा क्या हुआ कि सडनली आप मेंबरशिप जो है वो इतनी ज़्यादा बढ़ गई। तो मुझे लगता है कि जब एक आदमी जो शराबियत की लत में फंसा हुआ है वो सिर्फ अपनी जिंदगी की बर्बाद नहीं करता, वो पूरे परिवार की जिंदगी बर्बाद करता है, बच्चों की, बीवी की। तो जब एक आदमी उस चुंगल से निकलता है तो 10 लोग जो है उनकी जिंदगी बेहतर हो जाती है। तो मुझे लगता है या अगर हम बात करें फीमेल सुसाइड की, वहाँ पे लोग CM साहब से मिलने गए थे और एक फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट में गुजारिश की, तो 2 दिन में उन्होंने वो कोर्ट की अनाउंसमेंट कर दी। 6 महीने में वो कोर्ट चालू भी हो गई और 1 साल के अंदर 30 से ज़्यादा कन्वेंशन हो चुके हैं। तो ये
कार्ड खत्म होके 20 मिनट
मेरे हिसाब से अभी मैं लंबा और जवाब दे सकता हूँ, मेरे पास पूरी नॉलेज है क्या क्या हुआ है उसके बाद, लेकिन ये सही प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं होगा उसके बाद। लेकिन मैं आपको यकीन दिलाता हूँ बहुत गहरा असर हुआ है ज़मीनी स्तर पर हर इशू पर। जी हाँ, हम लोग सीजन 2 शुरू कर रहे हैं और इस वक्त उसकी तैयारी चल रही है, रिसर्च चल रही है, वो बहुत जल्द सीजन 2 आएगा।
से लेके अभी 2-3 तक अभी देयर इज नथिंग टू आस्क नो अबाउट योर परफॉर्मेंस, बिकॉज जब से लेकर आज तक तो आप तो ग्रो होते आए हैं, आप तो मिस्टर परफेक्ट हो। देयर इज नोबडी हु डजंट नो। आई मीन आपने कहा है कि क्योंकि जो नहीं देखे तेलुगु वाले वो भी देखेंगे, लेकिन ऐसा कोई होगा ही नहीं इंसान कि आपको नहीं जानता हो। लेकिन वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू, आप तो बढ़ते ही आए हैं हर चीज़ में, परफॉर्मेंस में, बाकी सब चीज़ में, यू नो मिस्टर परफेक्ट, बट एक चीज़ में तो आप रुक गए। At one thing you are just stopped at your age. ये कैसा पॉसिबल है कि आप अपना एज तो रुका दिया है?
हाँ, मैं भी सोच रहा हूँ क्या हो गया है। एक्चुअली मैं इसका जो श्रेय है वो अपनी बजान में जाना चाहिए कि उससे जो मुझे जीत मिली है वो ये तो पैदाइशी चीज़ होती है, ऊपर वाले की देन होती है, इसमें मेरा कोई हाथ नहीं है। बल्कि मैं कुछ खास केयरफुल नहीं हूँ और अपनी पूरी ज़िंदगी में मैं खास केयरफुल नहीं रहा हूँ, लेकिन एक चीज़ पिछले 5, 6, 7 सालों में मैंने इस पर ध्यान दिया है, वो मेरा डाइट। मैं बहुत ही स्ट्रिक्ट हूँ अपने डाइट के बारे में आमतौर पर। इस वक्त बिल्कुल नहीं है क्योंकि मैं इतना नर्वस और स्ट्रेस्ड हूँ घूमने के बारे में, मैंने सब डाइट वाइट से छोड़ दिए, वर्कआउट बंद है। लेकिन आमतौर पर मैं बड़ा स्ट्रिक्ट रहता हूँ अपने डाइट के बारे में, उससे मुझे बड़ा फायदा है। और इसके अलावा मैं पानी बहुत पीता हूँ, जो मैं पहले नहीं करता था। करीबन 3 या 4 लीटर दिन में पानी पीता हूँ। ये 2 चीज़ों से मुझे बहुत फायदा है।
I'm personally very fond of the IMAX format. I think it's very good and has if there is a big movie experience that one needs, IMAX is a format which allows that. This film is not shot on IMAX. With the IMAX camera, the film camera, and I've shot the film on digital. But we have, it's going to be the first one because they have a proprietary technology by which they make it into the IMAX format. So, also recommend it because I just saw it.
Is there an IMAX theater in Bangalore? So that will be great.
I would request you.
IMAX में देखिए.
What's the camera?
Yeah, what is the question?
What is the digital camera that you're using?
We shot it on the Alex studio.
Alright, thank you so much for the
We'll take last 2 questions. We'll take last 2 questions.
Have you seen Mr. Bachchan playing the role of Tough Cop James in the first 2 installments? Do we see him playing the anti-hero provided the franchise carries forward? Mr. Bachchan will. Is there any chance that there is a scope